Happy Sunday. How you doing? I was just Saturday yesterday. Hope it went well. We had a good time. Uh, Morning, Jabba. How you doing, buddy? Figured I'd check up on you. So that's what friends do. So how's it going? I saw your new place. Your one-room studio apartment. One room and a bathroom. Uh, yeah, I saw that big TV you were showing off, 65-inch. Yeah, they're big. They're big. I had one in my den here, LCD. And we had a 50-inch LCD in the living room. And then I came across something online, and 70 inch. That's when 4K came out. You know, a lot of people don't understand 4K. 4K is fucking brilliant. I remember my father had a rear projection. They're pretty good. The problem is dust, and if you smoke, you got to clean the mirror in the back. You got to take it apart, clean the mirror, or the picture gets foggy and cloudy, and the lights, the bulbs burn out. They start to dim out. They get old. You got to replace the bulbs. The picture is pretty good. I think his was like a 50-inch. And they're bigger. They're real wide in the back now. You know, they're kind of thick. They're not like a real flat screen. Flat screen in the front, but you look at it from the side, it's like this fucking wide, you know. I had plasma, LCD. Plasma's good. Everyone's got its pros and cons. Plasma, when you sit off to the side, I notice once you sit off to a certain angle, it gets all black. You can't see the picture. You got to be like in a certain position to catch the best of the picture. LCD was a little, they've got better all the way down the line. And then there's 4K that's fucking, it blows them away. The thing is though, not everything is broadcast in 4K. Only certain types of programming is available in 4K. In fact, when it comes up, it'll say, this is available in 4K. You want to switch to 4K, I click yes, and then you notice that outside of that, it's pretty much the same as LCD. You know, pretty much the same. But it was a 70-inch and I got a real good deal on it. So I took the 65-inch from here, put it in the living room, took the 50-inch from the living room, and I put it away. And I was talking with a guy, hold on one second. Okay, sorry, I had to step away for a minute. I'm talking with a guy, one day. We're talking about, I said, yeah, he says, hey, I mentioned it. Hey, did you get that 4K? I says, yeah. He says, so I told him what I did, what I just told you. He says, what are you going to do with that 50-inch you had in your living room? Because he had seen it, you know. He dropped in on the house. I've dropped in on him. I says, I got to put away in a spare room because we got 2 bedrooms here. We only use one. The other one, I just use like little storage, things like that, and put stuff in the basement, you know. Stuff I don't want in the basement that could get damp or cold and freeze up. Outside of that, you know, things a little more concerned about electronics, things like that. Goes in a spare bedroom, this way it's warm. And he says, hey, I'll buy it off you. I only have a 32-inch and it's an old plasma. I says, how does it work? He says, oh, it still works good, but it's only a 32-inch. I'd rather have a 50-inch. I said, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the 50-inch, you give me the 32-inch. How's that? So we traded. I gave him the 50-inch. He was happy. I took the 32 and I put it in our bedroom, even though we don't really watch TV in the bedroom. But I figured, fuck it, just in case, you know? Never know. So that worked out pretty good. So what, you spent all day just trying to get that one TV up there? What you doing, trying to push it up the fucking stairs, slide that box step by step? You know, I mean, no, you getting any help? Is your buddy Joe Mad there helping you? How come your buddy Joe Mad's not there helping you? Come to think of it, he hasn't helped you with a fucking thing. Not a single fucking thing he's helped you out with. I don't know if that was my friend, I'd be pissed. You know? But, yeah, you said, you know, it took you all day just to get that TV there. You were complaining about your back, your arthritis. This, you gotta be careful, man. You don't want to end up back in the hospital standing up having another stent put in you. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean no offense. You know, I would never, ever want to offend you. But you have a hard enough time just trying to walk 10 feet on level ground without having to slow down and stop, lean on something, bend over, catch your breath, gasping for air, coughing, sometimes puking. Going upstairs alone, now you're on an angle, now you're working against gravity. You got a lot there that's working against gravity, you know what I mean? It's much more strenuous going up. That's why when you have a stress test, they don't just have you walk across the floor, they have you go upstairs, up and downstairs, up and downstairs. You know those little things, run up 3 stairs, run up 3 stairs, you know, different types of stress tests. Get you on a treadmill. Exertion, you know. I mean, it's probably hard enough on you alone. Just now you figure stairs. You said it's a second story, second level. Now you get the pitch. You're going up against gravity with your body weight. It's a lot harder than just walking on a level flat surface. I know you're traveling more of a distance. You figure if you would take that and lay it out flat, you're probably going to walk now maybe 15, 18 feet, depending on the pitch and degree of the stairs, maybe even close to 20 feet. So now you got to walk that distance going uphill against gravity. Just that alone is going to be tough on you. How's that going? You're having to stop 2 or 3 times every few steps, got to stop, hang on to the rail, and cough and wheeze, trying to catch your breath. And your knee must be hurting, your back must be hurting. You know what I mean? You'll get in and kill yourself trying to get that TV up there, pushing it up. I can't imagine you picked it up and carried it. I know they got a little bit of weight. This one here weighs like 42 pounds. You know? I think the 65 weighed about the same, 40. They all go between like 40, 45 pounds. And how are you going to get a couch up there? You have a couch, right? And yeah, that's right, you do have a couch because you've done live streams laying on your couch with your camera set up on the side so people can see your whole side view, your whole silhouette from head to toe, your feet, your legs, your belly, your tits, your chins, then your head. Full side view. While you're looking ahead, watching TV, and every now and then your head turns and you look at the phone, see who's watching, how many people it is. You can bitch about how you're not getting any thumbs up. And must be my haters. You know, I've heard a lot of Hollywood celebrities say, even negative attention is better than no attention. They'll take whatever they can get. You should be grateful to some people on here. Without us, what would you really be getting for attention? You got, what, 3, 4 people that go in your life? Same people all the time. You should be saying thank you instead of getting pissed off. But hey, that's up to you. How are you going to get the rest of your shit up there? In a one-room, small little studio like that, you're definitely not going to be able to put any Hot Wheels cars and things in that very small bathroom. At least from what you showed. That's a one-room studio. A lot of young people like that. They're on the go. They're not married, don't have kids. They live alone. Maybe a few friends over the party. They're sitting on a couch doing what they're doing, watching TV. And it's good enough, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Depending, it fits a lot of people's lifestyle. They don't have a lot of furniture. They don't even have a bed. They'll have pull-out beds, a futon. So you can't fit a full-size bed in there. And then have a couch to be sitting on during the day. A lot of them don't even have a little small table and a couple of chairs to eat on. You get your little area, your little nook and counter there where you got a sink to wash dishes, a few cabinets to put dishes, a stove, a fridge, and that's about all you have in there. As far as space goes, But it suits their purposes. They'll have a coffee table in front of the pull-out. I'll tell you a funny story about a pull-out. The only time I've ever seen one in my life. You know. And they sit on the couch, watch TV. They're eating on a coffee table, you know. Like, I got a coffee table in my den here. We don't have one in the living room in front of that couch. You know, it's a little bit different in there. You know, the rules are much different in there. You know, nothing gets fucked up in there at all. No eating in there, no nothing. Per order of Auntie Billy. And, in here I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's a lot better now. You know, I got a nasty over here for when I have Uncle Brian with us. I got a little bit left for tonight. I'll be all set until next weekend. And door gets closed. Smoke eater. Burn incense. Back when I was smoking cigarettes, it was a lot worse. You know. Now, come to think of it, well, you know, as time goes by, I don't even think about it anymore. It's just been a while. I think the last cigarette I had was about a week before Halloween in 2023. Job, the best thing I ever did. Really, you should stop smoking. You know. And time to sleep. You push the coffee table out of the way, pull out that fold-away bed or a futon, whatever they're called. Go to sleep in the morning. They get up. It's nice. You don't even have to make a bed. You know what I mean? Just fold it back up. Put the cushions back. They're sitting on their fucking couch again. Put the coffee table back in front of the couch and they're good to go. So they're eating and sleeping, and their living room is all in that one little fucking room, and then they got a bathroom, and they got to take a dump or a piss and take a shower. A little stove, a little sink to wash their dishes, a few cabinets, and that's all they need. You know, for a young single person, and the rents are very, very, very cheap in those. Very cheap. You don't have big utility costs. You're not heating up a bunch of rooms like in here, like 1, 2, 3. Heating up 5 rooms plus a kitchen and a bathroom, you know, 7 rooms altogether. The rooms we're not living in, kitchen, we don't call those rooms. Heating up 5 rooms is a lot more expensive than heating up 1. Electricity things, it's a lot more with lights and many more rooms than 1. So the utility expenses are very cheap, you know, and the rents on them are very cheap, very cheap. Around here, they got them renting like $450 a month. You know what I mean? Some of them $500, $550, and you get your gas and electric included in them. Because in a lot of them, it's not in a separate place with its own meter. It's in like a house that was like a big cottage at one time with upper floors. And they take one room, they put a bathroom in it, get some plumbing in there for pipes. I know that guy, like I told you, Scotty, I still haven't got back to him. I don't know if he got his foot lopped off from his diabetes, his excessive drinking, his excessive obesity, over 500 pounds. I had to cut ties with that guy. It got to be too much. I don't even know if he died. That's where he was living. His mother turned their attic into an apartment for him. He had a bathroom put in, a little small kitchen with just enough room for a sink and a stove, and he could barely fit in there between the sink and the stove, squeeze his ass in there. And it was one room. And he had a big couch that folded out into a fucking bed. And it was always unfolded, and he pretty much lived on that fucking couch bed 24/7 with a TV, and that was about it, a lamp and a heater. You know?